Okay, this is not my usual video, and I debated if I wanted to put this in my vlog or not, but I think I'm gonna make this a separate video because I really want to talk about the passage of time. I just wanted to be a little reflective. I'm doing my nails. I'm putting fake nails on. I'm putting these on. Oh, you can't even see that. They're just like a wine color. I don't know. They match one of my nail polishes that I have. I've already like filed everything. I'm just gonna be putting them on as I talk. Oh, maybe not that glue. 1 second. Crack and open a fresh one. Let's try that again. Okay, so in all honesty, the only thing that's really been going through my mind in the past couple days has been What's My Age Again by Blink-182, and the line when they say that that's kind of how I've been feeling about it. I've been feeling like very strange about this past birthday, and I don't really know. I'm feeling a little scatterbrained, and I think it's going to be very apparent in this video that I am just not quite able to articulate what I would like to. I don't even think I could write this out if I truly wanted to. I just don't. When you don't expect yourself to live past a certain age, and then you hit the ages that you did not think were going to be possible, and then you, like, what do you do? You know, I was talking with one of my friends 2 or so years ago, and we were both like, what do you do when you're 23? What happens? Because it's this weird in-between age where you've been able to drink for 2 years legally if you live in the US. You've been legal for 5 years because, you know, you're not 18. Most people are graduating or have graduated college. Not me, but like, I'll get there one day, you know, no rush. I'm still young, I still have plenty of time. But it's just kind of like that in-between stage of like, it's just the last year of your early 20s, and you're almost a fully formed adult, as in your frontal lobe is almost connected to the rest of your brain. So like, you definitely start feeling older. I've never really panicked about the passage of time until this birthday. I've never freaked out about a birthday before. Freaked out as in not felt great about it. Like every birthday I've had, I've felt really good about, and I've been like, hell yeah, like I made it another year. But this year I was like, what the fuck? What am I gonna do? Like, what do I do, you know? And it just kind of snuck up on me. But the weird thing is the minute that I was surrounded by people and I was with my family and I was with my friends, all of that anxiety just melted. It was the strangest thing. And I thought, is that what isolation does to you? Or constantly being alone all the time? Is that what that does to you? It makes you spiral a lot more because you have so much movement in your mind that's not being impeded by anybody else's thoughts but your own. Is that what that's like? I went, am I spiraling? Like, I was sitting here for like a week before my birthday, like absolutely flipping my lid over this internally and being like, what am I gonna do? And then I went, what else are you gonna do besides keep going? Like, aging is a privilege. Aging is not something that a lot of people get to do. Like, it's not something that a lot of people get to think remotely positively about. And here you are crying and complaining about an age that you never thought you were gonna reach. What are you talking about? Wow, I did a really shit job at like putting this nail on. You know when you're putting nails on and you just get like so much glue on it and it's just like, ugh. That's me right now with this ring finger. I'm like too afraid to try to scrape it off before it fully dries. So I'm afraid I'm gonna take the nail with me. Oh my god, that looks terrible. Whatever. It doesn't matter. But aging is, I have come to view aging as a privilege, like I said. And I am not someone that cares about wrinkles or gray hair. I have like 5 or 6 gray hairs of my own. Although everyone in my life seems to think that's because I was really sick and really stressed. And I'm half inclined to agree with them and half not, because I really hope that I have silver hair, because I think silver hair is so cool. I don't really know how to talk about it without sounding absolutely insane. Growing up is scary. Growing old is not. I don't care about growing old. It's the growing up that I found myself panicking about this year. I've never panicked about a birthday before. I've panicked about not having plans for one, or, you know, I was a little bit on edge because I couldn't find the cake that I had wanted, which it got resolved, by the way. My mom went on Saturday. She went on my birthday and then asked one of the employees if they had any of the cake, and they did. So crisis averted on that front. I don't know, it's just been like this is the last year of my early 20s. This is the last 363 days or 4 days or whatever, because it's a leap year, that I have before I'm a true adult. And it's so strange to think, because I don't want to be like too candid or like too personal, because frankly my channel is not really about being super personal. It's just about like video games and pretty much like whatever I want. I don't have social media anymore. I just deleted TikTok like 2 weeks ago or something like that. So I'm very much not in the know. So if there's something you want me to talk about, you have to like either tag me in the video, like if somebody uploads it to YouTube, you have to like tag me in the comments or something, because I'm not going to see it if it's on TikTok, because I have like a bunch of stuff that I want to talk about that's not related to social media. It almost makes me feel out of the loop. I'm pivoting topics, I know. Talking about deleting social media, speaking of, which I find to be a very interesting thing. I never thought I was going to do something like that, because I have been on social media for 10 years. 10 years. I joined Twitter when I was 12, in like November, like right before I turned 13. I've had Instagram since I was like 13. I had Snapchat since I was 13. Like I had Tumblr when I was 12. And then I deleted my first blog, which I kind of wish that I hadn't, because there was a gold mine on there. Oh my god. I know my writing and stuff is still like floating around on people's blogs and stuff, but I'm not gonna out myself like that. It was already embarrassing enough being on Tumblr when you're like 12. It's already hard enough being a preteen, but anyways, like deleting social media has genuinely been such a nice experience. I just like don't feel so concerned with things anymore, like arbitrary things. And I don't know, like a lot of this just does not mean like shit to me anymore. Hate comments I find kind of funny, or like negative comments, because to me, like I'm literally like, you are pixels on my screen. I frankly do not care what you think about me. I will say that the one thing I really dislike about some of the comments is like the condescension part, or like the insulting age, as if age makes you like, just because you're old does not mean you're wise, it just means that you're old, in my opinion. And like just because you're young does not mean that you are innovative or you offer a fresh perspective on something. Like does not always equal experience, especially when it comes to certain demographics of people. And that's not meant to be a dig at them, it's just how I view it, because some people are very much not willing to change in their ways, and they're not willing to even remotely listen to other people that are like, hey, that's not how the world's working, by the way. Time moves on and you're not, so you're either gonna get left behind, adapt or die is the mentality. And wow, is it an intense mentality. I'm doing this a lot faster than I normally would, but these are really pretty nails. I don't know, I'm literally just saying shit. I'm not even saying anything really, but it's just weird because I've never really panicked on a birthday before. But now that I'm almost a fully fledged adult, like full as in like 25, again, this is the last of my early 20s, it almost feels like I'm just catching up physically to what I have felt like since I was 15. I have always felt old. I've never felt like a young person. As Hosier once said, I need to be youthfully felt, because God, I never felt young. Or Mitski, when she said I was so young when I behaved 25, and now I find I've grown into a tall child. Makes me sob every fucking time. I don't know, when you grow up feeling so much more mature than your counterparts, you get to that maturity and you're like, oh shit. There's also a Taylor Swift thing about that. I don't know what that's called. It's like the very specific song lyric. I've never actually listened to the song. It's just something I saw that was about like gifted kids, and like you were so ahead of the curve and then you regress so far back that it like made a circle or something like that. I don't know. I'll put it on the screen, but I don't really know how I feel about this anymore. Like I'm kind of just like, okay, like I'm 23 now. I don't know. Like I didn't feel this way when I turned 22 or 21 or even 20. Like 19, I was just like, oh my god, like I'm 19, haha, like whatever. And now I'm growing up now. And I know everyone probably has this revelation. Again, I'm not claiming to be some new thinker or whatever. I'm not claiming to be like the next Aristotle or Sophocles or Ovid or Kafka. I'm not claiming to be anybody like that. I'm only claiming to be myself and my thoughts and who I am as a person. My nails are done. Well, not fully. I need to like file a little bit of like tip, because they have like those little plastic pieces, but these are the nails. They're very, very pretty. I like them quite a lot. They're almost the color of garnets. They're like slightly more on the brown side. Oh my god, there's just so much glue on like this ring finger in particular. I think you can, let me do like a little, you can see how much fucking glue is on there, but it's fine. I'm debating if I'm gonna take that off or not. Probably not, because I'm too lazy. So anyways, I just wanted to talk about like turning 23 and like the candidness and just like being a young adult in this world is so weird. There's so much that's expected of you. Becoming an adult now is like so much different than it was, to a point. Obviously, there's that saying of the more things seem to change, the more things stay the same. And that saying is true for the most part for a reason. Kind of like how I don't believe that history repeats. I think it rhymes. I always have to correct the shape of them just slightly because they're like a little too oval for my liking and not quite almond enough. I'm a big fan of almond nails or like square. I'm not a big fan of coffin. I think it makes my hands look weird and it's stupid. Like my hands are like the one thing I'm like really, really insecure about, which is so stupid. Like I don't believe in like any of these other arbitrary beauty standards. I'm being very vulnerable about this. I'm bearing my soul right now, okay? Like I don't really talk about the things that I'm insecure about because for the most part, I'm not really that insecure of a person. But like my hands are like the one thing I have always been very insecure about. I've never thought my hands were pretty. And it's like the dumbest shit because it's this arbitrary patriarchal beauty standard that my brain stupidly falls for no matter how much I try to tell myself. Their hands, Canon, your hands do so much more than just like look a certain way. Your hands literally bake your favorite bread. Like your hands have made like so many cool things and have done so many cool things and like they serve you so fucking well. Like why do you care what they look like? And it's like I don't know why I care so much about the appearance of my hands. Not like them being like dry or crepey or whatever, just like I have really small hands. My hands are really dry at the moment, so of course that's not gonna help my case. But my hands are small. I have smaller hands. They fit me though. I have very small fingernails. Like I don't have long nail beds, which really sucks. I wish I just had like longer nail beds. Otherwise like my hands would be fine if I just had fucking long nail beds, but no, I have to have like baby sized hands. I saw how ruthlessly y'all mocked Donald Trump for his hand size and I was like, God, I have small hands. It's different for women. Like women are expected to have small hands or whatever, but no, everyone just like makes fun of people that have small hands. I don't know, like, I'm getting on so many tangents. This is why I script, like, almost all of my videos, or I have a specific topic, and I know what I want to say about that. But this has been a little bit harder to articulate, and I hope that, you know, you kind of get to know me a little bit better. I don't want to, like, I don't like talking about myself too much on the internet, just because I used to do that, and it bit me in the ass really hard, and that was not fun, so I would not recommend doing that. I'd recommend getting a journal, recommend doing that, for, like, your deepest, darkest secrets. Weirdly enough, I've also been very insecure about my voice for a lot of my life. I still sometimes think that my voice is too nasally, it's too high, it's too bright. Also, if you can hear me filing my nails, click off, and I'll see you on the next time. I've always been insecure about my voice. I wish that it was lower, smoother, warmer, not so nasally sounding. In my opinion, that's just how I think my voice sounds. Because we're always harder on ourselves than we are on other people. I get a lot of comments about my voice being really nice to listen to. I'm so sorry. I've just realized that this filing might sound really annoying, but I need to file the shape that I want. Like, I try not to, like, get my validation from strangers on the internet because that's not a good way to build true self-esteem, but it never hurts to hear that people actually like your voice, so, I don't know. I thought my mom was like, why don't you start doing, like, audiobooks? And I was like, nobody's gonna listen to me narrating an audiobook. No one's gonna do that. And then like 2 weeks later, one of my friends was like, dude, you should do, completely like unrelated, like neither of them had talked to each other about it. She was like, you should start doing like ASMR or something, like reading books. And I was like, what? And she was like, yeah, you have like such a soothing voice. And then I get comments, you know, on whatever videos. I get so flattered when people are like, I didn't realize you weren't a big channel. Like, that's so flattering. Like, I hope you understand how nice that sounds. Like, you think the quality of my work is big YouTuber status? Stop, you're inflating my ego. But anyways, I don't know, I'm just kind of like talking out my ass, I feel like, at this point. I just wanted to get a little bit candid with y'all. Canon's candid conversations, hee hee. Oh god, I'm almost there. I can see the finish line, and the finish line is a very nice almond-shaped thumbnail. This is like the color that I originally wanted. decided when I got red nails. Alright, aside from all the nail dust, they actually look pretty good. When I wash my hands, they'll look better, but this is the final product. I know I just did my nails in the vlog that is coming up, but the heart wants what it wants, and it did not want those nails. Anyways, I'm gonna be done because I've been talking out my ass for like 20 minutes now, and well, it's not gonna be 20 minutes for y'all, but it'll be 20 minutes for me. So I also have a vlog coming out on Thursday, and it kind of ends a bit abruptly, so I apologize for that. I'll make an outro for that, but whatever. Anyways, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the passage of time and like how growing up feels to me, and like some of the struggles and insecurities that I've had. Hopefully this helps you like realize that I am not like 100% like this unfeeling, uncaring person. Like I do have a more personable side, I promise. Otherwise, it's been nice chatting. I hope you enjoyed this little chat, this little girl time. You don't have to be a girl to have girl time, but I'm doing a more traditionally feminine thing, my nails. So unless you want to paint your nails with me or you want to put on some fake nails too, you are very much more than welcome to. And please let me know if you did. That would be fun. Let me know what color you decided on. I decided on like a garnet color. It's almost like a brown color. Maybe it just looks that way in this lighting. I promise it's not. It looks a lot more red when it's like light outside. Anyways, regardless, thank you so much for watching. And remember, get off your phone, go outside, get some water, read a book, maybe eat some vegetables. Holidays are over now. And I hope you have a great day, night, spring, summer, fall, and winter, wherever you are. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!